Hello, hello. Hi, hi, hi. Up. Et hop là. Hello. Up. Hi, Nan. Hi, Zeki. Any changes to some Tetris today? We'll see. Zeki just came for the Tetris. Zeki's like, I have a mission. I have need as a friend. And the need is Tetris. I love that you haven't asked me at all yesterday or today. Just waited for stream to ask. But work first and we'll see. We'll see afterwards. Hi, Helene. Yeah, you were busy. Wow. Sure, you had no moment. Because I mean, we did, with Helen, we did ask you after Aspen yesterday if you wanted to do some Tetris and you said no, so. Did we ask? Well, we did and you said no, so. You know. Hopla. So I hope everyone. It's okay, Grandpa is doing so good. Yeah, Grandpa's doing great. I hope everyone had a nice Monday, had a nice Tuesday. I mostly chilled. I worked a little bit, but I mostly chilled through yesterday and today. Gotta rest sometimes. But I'm happy because I made apple pie earlier. I'm going to have some after stream because it finished cooking just before I went back up, so too warm to have a slice, but I'll have a slice later. Used all my fucking apples though on that. But yeah, mostly chilling. I mean, you can come over. I'll give you some apple pie. Yeah, there's an Ambessa emote. Little heart one. Cute. Ah, here we go. Little golden heart. I have something I wanted to say and I fully forgot. It fully on my way. Yay! Fully fucking went out of my brain. Happens, to be fair. Happens. Oh yeah, I was thinking just before stream, I was like, I kind of miss walking around in Quern. I'm like, Escape Simulator is going to be a different vibe to all the Mist or like that kind of like puzzle game. And I'm like, kind of miss just like walking around and not knowing what the fuck I'm doing. That was a fun vibe. But honestly, we have more games in the future that have those vibes that I'm going to do, so that's fine. But I don't know why I was thinking about Corn just before stream, and I was like, oh, to walk around in that game and not know where I'm going. Ugh. But yeah, we still have 3 Aspen type sprites to do, and then we'll be done with the Aspen sprites and all the sprites actually until further notice, because I don't know if I don't think I'll do sprites for like NPCs, but I might do a sprite or two for like the best friend character. We'll see. But yeah, but I'm trying to kind of not quickly but like get through the oh fuck, I can't find my words. The Charlie illustrations and just be like, okay, done. I'm trying to really get into a rhythm with that. And I'm not doing too bad, but you know. So hopefully. I can get this game done. Ugh. I mean, it'll still be like month and month of work, but you know, trying to make like dents and like bigger and bigger dents into like the workload for it is good. Up. It's been raining a lot here this past few days. Right now it's fine, but it was raining quite a bit this past few days. It's been really nice, honestly. The face, is the face different? Yes, the eyebrows and the mouth. Here's some good autumn. Hi Zizo, how are you? Hello, hello. I'm good, how about yourself? I'm good, I'm okay. I'm the usual. Glad you're doing good. My brain's been a bit scattered this past few days. It's been a bit annoying, but it's okay. Like, I have a lot of moments where I'm like, I'm forgetting something. I don't know what, but I'm forgetting something, or like on the verge of like, ugh, what's happening? Will you be doing the development of the game on stream as well? I would like to at least try. I'll do some off stream, obviously, because, you know, gotta keep some stuff out so it's not spoilers. But I'd like to at least like try to discover how whatever software I use works on stream. I think that'd be fun. And also be able to ask questions, be like, does anyone know how this works? But I won't be able to do the full thing. Like with the illustrations, I won't be able to do the full thing on stream. Because then if I do the full thing, then the thing is fully spoiled. It'd be too bad. But I'm guessing what's going to happen is like, once I'm done with all the things I can kind of do on stream, except for the promo art, I'll probably try to do some development on stream, but then there will have to be like a chunk of time where I can't really show anything on stream and just be like, I'm working on it, trust me, we're getting there. I think the best one to use would be RenP, the one that uses the DLC. Yes, I have I don't have RenP, but I have the the website for it open usually. So so that I know kind of like, because I know if I don't have it open, I'll forget the second I need it. But I've also been because basically I have a friend who's done kind of not really visual novels, but kind of visual novels games, or like at least has a little bit of experience with coding and like making his own games and stuff. And I talked to him about it, and he told me that RenP was good for some stuff, but limiting on others, and told me either RenP or to use Unity, and there's a visual novel thing you can use in Unity to make a visual novel. So I'll kind of like look into it when I'm at that stage. Oh god, I don't think I'm at a place where I can use Python, honestly. I wish. I know next to nothing. That is to me nothing about coding. That is terrifying to me. But thank you. But yeah, so probably be using one or the other, either NP or Unity, and like that specific thing. Because like I told him a bit about some of the features I wanted the game to have, and he was like, RenP might be too restrictive for that. So we'll see. It will for sure be a learning curve, though. It will for sure be like a big thing. Because I'm so, like, I have such a hard time with like coding adjacent stuff in the very few things that I've had to do that were like even like a little bit within that realm. Honestly, for you, Unity uses C++, which is much harder to learn than Python due to nerdy reasons. God, I bet. I know nothing. The only thing I know is that I'm like, I have people I can ask. And Google is my friend. But yeah, I'll probably like download both and just like see kind of thing. Like what seems doable and what doesn't seem doable. For what I want to do. And then adjust based on that, you know? Yeah, don't be scared to ask for help. I have experience with both. Nice. I'll reach out if I need to. Yeah. But yeah, it'll probably be a lot of panic. Ziggy can attest to that for when I try to do a VTuber. Up. Testing, making short little things in college. I did a 3D remake of Celeste. Ooh, that's cool. It was a short one level demo. It was pretty cool. Yeah, it does sound really cool. Up. Yeah, because that's this. Yes. I saw just before stream a song on TikTok that was like, I'm a one-man circus, I do everything, and I had a little pause of like, I'm being called out about my dating sim. I'm being called out for doing my dating sim. If I remember, I'll probably do a TikTok to that at some point. I'm kind of wondering, which is a question I'm sure if I read the answer to, I won't really get it, but I kind of want to ask anyway. What's the difference? Like, why are Python and C+ different? I think it's called C+, right? The C hashtag. I've heard that before. Are they just like people made coding systems and they just invented two and it just happens to be those two ones that became really popular? Is it just that kind of thing? Do I have a different color for the nails? Yes, thank you. Here we go. Here we go. Depends on the level of coding. One runs faster than the other due to the computer not needing as much interpretation. Ah, okay. So one is like, if I were to compare it to like a language, one, the computer doesn't need to like retranslate before it goes, so it goes faster kind of thing. One, you need to make clearer instructions than the other. Okay. Oh, the lips. Up. Go. And here we go. C#. Okay, okay. I think it's maybe in French that they call it C+. That might be that, because I feel like I've heard that before. Oh, C++. Oh no, C++ is something else. That's what I mixed it up with. Okay, yeah, I see. There's also C++. Yeah, that's what I thought. I was like, wait, let me Google it. Okay, C#. Okay, different languages. Yeah. They could have made more different names. C++, C, C#, so many C's. Yeah, is there a reason why there's C's everywhere? Was someone just very, very much a fan of the letter? What happened there? Oh, I can just... I forget. Where were you here? They're all based on C more so than other languages. Okay, so C... Reminder, I know nothing. So C is like a base language, coding language that was used, and then based on that they made C++ and C++. C is a pretty old language that became very popular. Most modern languages use syntax inspired by C. Oh, okay. C language. The Bell Laboratories. Ah yeah, 1970s by Dennis Ritchie, remains widely used in visual. I see. 53 years ago. C equal Monopoly, C++ Monopoly Beatles edition, C Sharp Monopoly Gen Z edition. That is a great great comparison, I see. Oh god. People also search for C++, Java, Python, and video. God. There's a website called Geeks for Geeks that does an article called C Language Introduction. Amazing. God. I'm almost sad, you know, that I'm the age that I am, because if I had been a little bit younger, I might have learned a little bit of C++ in school. That could have been useful. But also I am very glad I was born when I was, because of the way that the government and education systems change afterwards, honestly. You got some pluses, you got some minuses. Do not touch C or C++, your head will explode. Noted. I'll leave that to the professionals. I kind of want to look what it looks like. Oh, it's what people put on screens when they want to make sure people look like hackers. Ah yeah, that's what I saw that people like were doing as like introduction stuff for kids. Okay. The fucking assembly. Oh. Assembly. Language. That looks the exact same. Beware, if you bully me too much, I'll just send you the fucking entire script for the dating sim with no context and tell you to code it yourself. Code binary, fuck it. No. In the suggestions, there's something called Hello World, which I just know as a Vocaloid song, so guessing it's that. Build your own hardware that automatically runs the game. Yeah, and I'll just send it to people. I don't even have a PC, but I'm sure I can do my own hardware. Why there's so many fucking languages? Oh god, there's a video called Code in Assembly and there's a mega chat on it. Try it right now. No, I won't. No thanks. Listen, I write the people for the others to simp on. You do you afterwards. You can hack someone with Scratch. God. The fuck is Scratch? Scratch. Language. Scratch is a free programming language and online community where you can create your own interactive stories, games, and animations. Oh, Scratch is the thing that I've seen people... Oh, I see. I saw that online. I sound like an old person. I hate that. Yes, the thing that I saw like for kids. Yes. I see. That's the thing that I saw for kids. Okay. Just throwing one language and another at Evan to look up everyone. God, putting the fucking computer nerds in chat to to work. Be wary, because I can do the same fucking shit with art. I can also just speak French, but I can also send you shit that you don't know what it means. I should just do that. I should just like send my fucking script for the game and all the art at the fucking coding nerds and be like, hey, here you go, have fun. The way I write this script, I think, is probably one of the dumbest, not dumbest, but one of the most why are you doing this like this way to write it. So it would be painful for anyone that isn't me to put into anything. So the script in French. You know, I have thought about translating the game in French and I was like, I need to chill. Do the game first and then think about maybe translating it. Because technically I could. Because like, wait, up. I don't have it on my phone, I don't think. It's in French. God. I might have a bit of it on my phone. So that I don't... Yeah, have a little bit of it. Because I wrote a bit on the train, so I like put it on my phone. But this is the way I write. This fucking game. Which, there are arrows everywhere, and like... little things. It's a very dumb way to write it. It doesn't make much sense. But I know where I am and I know where to find my stuff. I'm basically doing a list because it's all dialogue, so it's all like go back, go back, go back. Hey, if you want to pay someone to do the coding, wink, wink, nudge, nudge. God, if I had the money to pay someone to do the coding, that'd be so lovely. That'd be so good. Because then maybe I'd have the money to pay someone to do music. Maybe I'd have money to pay someone to do the UI. What a beautiful life that would be. Right now the budget for the game is $80 that I've been sent. And I'm counting that as my own pay. Because, like... wait, I might have... Might be actually a little bit more, because someone did send me a coffee a while back. But I don't remember if it was just... It might have been just his support of the channel and not for this, but you know. Blood, sweat, and tears. Very much so. Very much so. Oh, I can't show you the amount of stuff I've done on the iPad because I can if I make it very, very small. Wait. Here you go. Yeah, a very sweet person that came on chat only once, like, sent me $20. But I don't know if it was for the dating sim or just in general. But I can count it in. So that's $90. Okay, wait. Let me make it very small so you can't tell what's on the screen. But this is all of the art I've done so far for the dating sim. Knowing that all the ones you see with the gray backgrounds are the sprites, so there's wait. 3 days plus 2. 5 different outfits for each. So all of those is 5 different stuff per illustration, and then here you have all the illustrations that I've done so far. I used to put like a screen in front of it with just written what the illustration was, so I didn't spoil it on stream by accident. But then anytime I looked at them, I was like, I have no memory of what I drew. So I was like, I need to just have my actual thumbnails be the thumbnails. Or I have no memory of what I've done. It's making me like sad. And since I have enough sprites now that hid the thing, it's fine. That hide the thing, it's fine. If anyone finds this stream and wants to sponsor the game, please. But God, once I'm done with this, you bet I'm going to send it to like the few different dating sim companies I know in France, and just in general, to be like, hey, I made this, please employ me. Cause like, God. Also, I discovered the other day, it was a while back actually, but I discovered the other day that to put a game on Steam, you need to pay $100 just to put it on Steam. So I'm like, it will maybe just be on itch.io. That's fine, actually. But you know, at least I'm learning things through here. If you charge for the game, you can get the 100% back after making, I don't know how much total. Yeah, you remember that the issue with this is I need to open another company for that. If I want to make the game something you can buy, I need to make a new company on something that I don't know if I can like really pay the taxes for the new company for. That's my issue. Renfree also has a way of porting games to consoles through publishers as sponsor. Oh, that's really cool. That's really cool. It's the same issue as with like the reason why the stream is not oh, okay. Why the stream is not monetized. Right, I forgot about the French rules again. Yeah. That's why I'm making this for free. That's why the stream isn't monetized. That's why I'm not selling prints. That's why I'm not selling any physical merch. That's why I only do commissions. Sadly. Oh, that's Connie's theme. That's nice. I was like, what's this music? Next year I'm going to have to, for my taxes, to learn how to put in donations. That's very scary. Honestly, I don't even know. I need to look that up because I legitimately don't know if I publish the game, if I could use the same, like for money, if I could use the same company for, sorry, for Twitch and for the game, or if those would need to be two separate entities. Perfect. But yeah, because if not, I'd charge for the game. Or I would at least do like a little bit. Publish demo, have advertisement at the end of the demo to put your coffee or full game. Well, I'll put my things will for sure be in there, but it's kind of becomes like weird roundabout thing of being like, hey, you have to support me on coffee for me to send you the full game. But I get what you mean with like doing it in stages, so. I'd have to see. I kind of also like just the idea of it being just done, honestly. Yep. And since this is like a first, I know there are a lot of cases of people making their first game and their first game is really good. I'm not saying it's not a possibility, but since it's also like the first time I do anything like that, I don't think the like quality of it is going to be like the best thing ever. So I'm like, wouldn't be like a crime to just put it out for free. Well, we all know the art quality will be amazing. Ah, thanks, that's very sweet. It kind of makes me laugh how much I've been just like complaining in, and I can't do it anymore because now I'm done with the Luke illustrations and I don't want to spoil the other routes to Zeke, but I've been complaining so much in Zeke's DM, just sending like screenshots of the illustrations being like, I am dying. Someone saves me. I hate it. And then finishing and being like, it was worth it. I like this now. It's fine. It's okay. I survived. That's what we call her. It's just, you know, that's how you make stuff. But yeah. Oopsie. We're still in, even though it feels like I've been working on this for forever, because I have been working on it for a little while now, we're still technically very much early stages, so there are a lot of like conversations that I'll need to have with myself like later on in the process for sure. This is going to sound like extremely naive, but I don't really mind, honestly. But when I was chatting with my friend that I talked about earlier that has done kind of similar stuff, and I was talking about it, about the game and everything, he was like, oh yeah, and if it's like, if it's good or like at least kind of well made, you can always like sell it to a producer or something, to a publishing company or something. And I paused for a second in my brain and I was like, oh true, that is an option. That is something that people do. True. Like I had legitimately not thought about that. Skin colored hair. Happens. Yeah. Lips. There we go. Because I'm just so used to like little independent... You just publish your own thing and then you pray that anything happens from it. That I forget that people also just send their games to people to sell them. I was like, ah yeah, true, that is an option. That is a thing that I actually should do once I get to that stage. Because I just never thought... I mean, I did think about making my own shit and everything growing up, but I never thought about doing like... to that extent, everything myself with that kind of project, so I just never thought about like... that. I mean, purchase is always an option. It might need to adhere to some policies they have. Game length X. Yes. Yes, for sure. To be fair, I think like with that kind of thing, it'll be more of a case of me being like, hey, I've done this. If you're looking for people to also work on your games, please. More than me being like, hey, do you want to publish this? Because, yeah. But, it was funny to me when I paused and I was like, wait, that is an option. Fuck. I fully forgot that was something. Up. This, and I need the inside of the hand as well. You go here. You go there. Here we go. Because he hasn't like exactly, my friend hasn't done that, like he hasn't sold the game to like a company or whatever, but he has gotten a contract where he writes murder parties, and he has like a certain amount to do and stuff, and I'm like, ooh, that's really cool. So it's kind of like a similar thing in a way. Like I've thought about that kind of process for like comics or illustration or all that, but I never thought about it from a game's perspective, because in my brain I was like, if I work on a game, I'll just be like an illustrator and I won't like be doing the game. And now I'm doing the game, which is jarring to say the least. Up. I have to rewire my brain. Up. I think it's going to be hard as well when I like get to the promotional part of it. It's going to choose which illustrations I spoil. Because like the logical thing would be spoiling the first ones, but what if I want to? But they're all kind of similar because you all meet them at the same place, and I'm like, oh, there's some later ones that I think would be nice to spoil, but also it's a shame if when you get at that part of the game you get spoiled that, so I'll have to be like, okay. Go. All slightly scary questions. It's a nice sleeve I already drew. Bye bye. You don't align, I need to redraw you. Talking a bit about monetization and such. Something I saw, I'm lucky enough that I haven't seen really people complain about it, but I've seen people talk about people complaining about it, and I trust that people are, which is wild. So Dan and Phil have done their podcast, and with their podcast announcement, they announced they started a Patreon. Because with that podcast, they are they employed like two producers to take care of the podcast, to help and take care of stuff on socials and such, and they've also like gotten a new studio for it and all of that. And also, as they explained very like clearly in the podcast itself, out of the 3 years of content that have gone out since they started remaking content on the Dan and Phil channel, only one video is still monetized. And the reason for that is not because they're not overly not child friendly, it's because they're gay. It's because they talk about being gay and stuff like that. It's mostly that. Like, there's literally no other reason it could be. And so they're like, hey, we made a Patreon. Like, a lot of the stuff on the Patreon is going to be available for people that just sign up for free. And then they have two tiers. They have a tier that's around 4 or 5 euros, I think, maybe 3 euros. I never, because I've seen the prices in dollars, in pounds, and in euros, so I never remember quite which is which. Let's say 5 euros to be on the higher end. And one that's 13 euros, something like that. because once you click on the thing, you add taxes and such, so it gets a bit higher. And like, people apparently have been annoyed at that, because Dan Phil before that have talked a long time ago, had talked and were like, we don't want to make Patreons, we don't want to make like content behind a paywall and such. And people are like, well, they said that then and now they say that now. It's like, they are very different instances. At the time they didn't need money. Now if they want to make the podcast and continue to make that content, they do need the money, because literally YouTube is not paying them. And it's so wild that like you have people that have been making free content for you, like to the point where their stage shows, which anyone would have put behind a paywall, because they did free stage shows and published all 3 of them for free on YouTube. They've done like streams and everything, like free the entire career. Like, so much of the content they make has been free. All of it actually has been free since like they started making content, except for like the few things that are like mature, like physical objects, so merch and stuff like the books. All of it has been free otherwise. And like, they make this so that they can pay their employees, basically. And people are like, wow, you're putting stuff behind a paywall, that's so hypocritical. And they're like marketing their relationship and stuff. First of all, they have a right to do so after like the years of people being insufferable and horrible to them, trying to find out if they were in a relationship or not. I think they have the right to market their relationship and like kind of play on that. Second of all, the podcast is still free. Like, you get an extra 15 minutes. And people act like the only tier is the one that's at $13, which it's not. You still get a lot of the content for free. And the add-ons for the $13 one is you get merch. Some of the merch you can see like is exclusive kind of thing. Like, you'll get to shop exclusively. You get a card, which is really sweet and cute, but like you get a little membership card, and that's if you like get the Patreon before January. You get like some exclusive videos and stuff, but wait, let me re-see the thing. Here we go. €6 a month. The €6 a month is behind the scenes vlogs and making posts, extras, deleted scenes from YouTube videos, uncensored and ad-free podcast episodes. So you get the full podcast for $6. Bonus 15 minutes podcast yap every week, and questions for the Q&A live streams. The 13 one a month. And also they do say to subscribe. Remember, if you want to subscribe to anyone's Patreon, do it on the web browser and not on the app, because it will be less expensive and the money would go to the app store and not actually to the creators anyways. So exclusive merch releases, which will be sporadic. Shipping like a membership card that you get if you do before December 31st. Limited time founding members club card, that's what I talk about. Names and credits, merch releases, and extra opportunities for audience submissions. So if you want like all the extra content, the €6 a month is like more than enough, because for like the more money one, it's very much clearly just like if people want to give more than actual like that much extra content. And a lot of it you still get like a lot of free shit if you just subscribe for free. Yeah, because the only thing you get for more is naming credits, which you'll be fine if you don't get that. The members card, exclusive merch releases. So if you already don't have $13 to put a month in, which is more than understandable, I don't think you're going to get more money to get the merch. And more audience submission stuff. Like, overall, it's for the amount of content that they're saying they're planning to put on there, and the amount of stuff that they say they're going to put on there, like, that's very cheap for the amount of stuff when you compare to a lot of other people's like Patreon, which everyone puts their tiers how they want, and like that's more than enough. But yeah, people have been so like mean about it and stuff. It's like it's so tiring, honestly. Because like no one's forcing you to get the thing, and overall most of that content, like all of the regular content, is still going to be for free. Like you'll be fine. And in addition to all that, the stuff you get on the Patreon is going to be leaked outside of the Patreon. Like obviously, like it's already, for the podcast episode that we had this week, it's already been leaked outside of the Patreon. So like it's not even like it's content that's really being withheld in any way, shape or form. It's literally more for people that like can help and want to and stuff. It's just so tiring to see people be like up in arms about something when like a creator is explaining to them basically that like their livelihood, the website that they make all of their money on, is literally not paying them. And that until I kind of, since I've been rewatching a lot of their content, I was like, oh, they do a lot of sponsorships and stuff, but they always manage to kind of make it like nice in the videos and such. So I was like, oh, you know, they always like make fun little things with it, so it's not that bad. And also like, you know who the big names of sponsorship are, like you're not surprised, you know. But I was like, they really do it in like most of their videos, and I was like, oh, that makes sense because, you know, they've done their tour. Like that's really expensive to put through. Like I understand that they need like the extra cash to get back on track, or even to literally make money for the tour. But when you learn that like one of the 3 years of like weekly video content, only one video has not been censored, it's like has not been like demonetized, it's like, oh, I get it. Okay, do all the ads you need, dudes, honestly. Like we really got to a point, and I've seen that a lot in like little artist communities as well, which is very sad to see. We really got to a point where people think that because capitalism is bad, people shouldn't try to make a living. And like there are stuff that are like exaggerated. A great example of that is anything to do with Taylor Swift. Like anything she puts out, the prices, everything is like horrible. Or like concert prices with like the whole like dynamic pricing shit going on. Like all of that is really okay, is okay, is really fuck, I lost my train of thought because of that. God. And all of that's very valid and should be criticized, but going to people that make independent content and like just like paying the bills and wanting to pay the employees a living wage, or like trying to just make a living, like small creators or like small artists, when they put the commission prices and stuff, looking at that and being like, that's too expensive, is ugh. And like criticizing and almost bullying people so that they put their prices lower, even though most of us people know they're not going to pay for it anyways. They wouldn't pay for it anyways. It's not stuff they want, it's not stuff they need. They know it's all like extra stuff that no one really needs, but if you have the extra money for it, it's nice to get. But they feel like they need to make sure they can also pay for it, even if they don't want to pay for it from the get-go, and it's just, ugh. It's so frustrating. We really go about too close to the sun. In a way, yeah. Like I think it was yesterday, I saw someone on TikTok who makes those really, they look really good, Minecraft, like customizable Minecraft heads that you can put like on top of your head to do a cosplay of your Minecraft character or of any Minecraft character, and they're extremely well made. They're like really sturdy, board material. There's like movable stuff on them. Like there was a Teto one that had like the pigtails like moving, and like you could like close and open the eyelids on the Minecraft head. Oh, hi Warren. Hi Evan, I haven't seen you in 8,000 years. Hope you're doing healthy and doing well. I'm doing good. Thank you for stopping by. Hello, hello. But yes, you could open and close the eyes. They had like panels behind the eyes to like make them glow. Like you could add like elements to make the thing glow and stuff. Like they're very well made, very pretty. Like the colors were so nice. Minecraft heads, and they were sold for $200. I think the person was making them for $200, and people were like complaining, being like, "That's way too expensive for it." It's like, it's really not that expensive for that. And once again, you don't need like a Minecraft head. You'll be okay if you don't have it. And just people were being so rude to this person. Being like, well, I made my own out of cardboard. Yeah, make your own. If you can't afford it, do make your own, please. God. And I see that also with like... I saw that the other day with someone who got robbed at their... got robbed at a convention. They were making like mugs and like little, you know, water bottles. That's water bottles. It's, you know, like kind of glass jars, kind of mason jars, you know, with a little straw. And you have like designs on the glass outside. It was really cool. And they were like, oh, we got like one of our like sample stuff that was on the stand got stolen. And they were talking about that, and they were like, it's really a shame. As a convention, like, it's becoming so fucking normal now at conventions to get robbed as a small artist. Is so shitty. And, like, even people getting like, people go behind their stores and, like, steal, like, their money and shit. Like, it's... ugh, whatever. And, that person was talking about being stolen, and, like, people in the comments were like, well, they're too expensive. Have you seen the price you sell them at? And it's like... they're a small artist making mugs, and like they were making a bunch of other stuff, but like that specific product was like the little glass things. It's like, yeah, they're going to be a little. They were like 25 euros, I think, which is not that expensive for that. I think the mug was like 22, and the glass one was like 30 maybe, which that's the right price for this. Like, makes me want to scream. Pisses me off so much. Like, people, because a lot of people like undersell commissions and everything when stuff are like priced normally, or like not priced as it would be if it was like a big corporation making it. People just like go ham, and it pisses me off. I swear to God. Like, and it's fine if it's too expensive for you. I wouldn't be able to afford a lot of those things because, you know, I don't have the money for it. But I'm not going to go to the artist and be like, you should make it less expensive so I can buy it. No, continue to have your prices, and if one day I get to a point where I can buy it, I will. Like, it's not, that's like how that works, not the other way around. But yeah, and people were kind of being like that with the Patreon, and it was like, really, you'll survive if you don't have the like 15-minute extra on the fucking Patreon. You'll be fine. Stop being annoying. God. If there isn't a pun on Everyday's name in the VN, I will be disappointed. Oh. Aspen? Disappointed every day. What do you mean? Sorry, I don't think I get what you mean. What do you mean? What pun? Because I'm mostly labeling these for myself so I don't get lost in stuff. So I'm like, okay, this is the outfit for this is the outfit for that, this is the outfit for this. No, his character's name is not Everyday. No. The character's name is Aspen. I put everyday because it's the no, basically I'm labeling the sprites so I know what to do, and everyday is just like the base outfit basically. So that's the outfit for the party, that's the outfit for every day. The one I'm doing right now is the outfit for the first date, so I'll label it Disappointed Date 1, because disappointed is the emotion. But the name of the character is Aspen. But I get the confusion. And their name's Aspen. We have, as love interests, we have Aspen, Ambrose, Charlie, and Luke. No, you're not a buffoon. You're fine. I get the confusion. Oops, sorry. Wait, maybe I should re-show, because I don't think you've seen everyone from the dating sim, right? So I should re-show who everyone is, so you get the visuals. Yeah, okay, up. Wait, give me a sec. So I can pull out the image. Here. Here, we got Luke, Ambrose, Charlie, and Aspen, who we're doing the sprites of right now. And that's all the love interest for the game. Thank you. Yeah, I mean, you can also do all the routes, that also works. The bite of the mackerel rice. I mean, that's the point. We got, Luke goes by he, him, Charlie goes by Charlie goes by she, her. And both Aspen and Ambrose go by they, them. I am... Yeah. Because basically in my head I'm like, should I give Aspen he, they? But I'm like, I think I'll stick to just they, them. Okay. I'm going to be right back. Just a little bathroom break. Be right back. I'm back. Why is my screen so dark all of a sudden? Here you go. Up. Here you go. In here. Ba-da-boom. Would be funny if you made one of the characters blink at random points and never address it. Oh god. There is always this, pretty much always, a horror aspect to dating sims and visual novels. Mostly dating sims. But I don't think this will be the one I'll put in. Yep, thank you DDLC, very cool. I mean, DDLC is on other level with this because DLC is meant as a full horror game. But even within like a lot of visual novels or just in general dating sims specifically, because like visual novel is a whole other kind of beans, there's usually a horror aspect in some way or another. And it's been a really nice tradition, honestly, to uphold. But a lot of people think DDLC kind of brought that, but it's fully just an honor to a lot of Japanese dating sims. Up. Upla. Like the Dream Daddy also did it with like one of the roots. There's not really anything in Date Everything that's like horror. I guess a little bit of nightmare in a way, but there's not actual horror happening. But I can think of a few Japanese examples for sure. Like I grew up on playing fuck, what's the name again? I always forget the name. Mystic Messenger. Yes, I forgot on. I grew up on playing Mystic Messenger, so like I've been attuned to it. I mean, it has been around for a long time. I believe it started with RPG Maker games, and DDLC was really the FNAF of the genre, putting it to the spotlight. For Western audiences, yes. But as far as like the dating sims that DDLC is inspired by, not really. Because it was already a thing from the genre a while before. Because when did DDLC come out again? DDLC up. And also DDLC did it in a specific way. 2021? Oh, I thought it was like a lot older than that. To give you an example, the thing that made it go into the spotlight with the DLC, which is not a bad thing, it's just the fact that it made it like more popular, is that it's not an otome game. A lot of the games that have those kind of energy are otome games, so games where the main character is a woman dating men, or like at least you date guys. And because those games are less popular, because the audiences seem to be teenage girls, they're seen less like in the light. So the DLC seemed like this big thing in 2021 that came out of nowhere when in, if I'm not mistaken, if you were a teenage girl that were really into anime in, what's the date, 2016, you would have played Mystic Messenger and gotten and seen that the genre loved horror. I'm mostly talking about Mystic Messenger here because it's the one I played when I was younger, but I can think of, I think it's Dandelion that also has, but it's a PC one, so I couldn't play it. On the PSP there were so many in Japan, but we didn't get many of them in Europe, or in general in the Western world. But I can also think of Amnesia, I can also think of, wait, let me open the thing. I have a very specific one in my brain, but I don't remember the name, because I watched the anime. Wait, horror dating sim, if I say that, or dating sim. Touch Stars. Touch Stars is not what I'm meaning though. Yeah, the DLC comes out. Like Yandere Simulator is also kind of like in that vein in a way. God, they still haven't announced the fucking Touch Stars. When it will come out. Me and Helen have been waiting to play that game. Oz Mafia seems like it also has that kind of element. But honestly, when you kind of look at any dating sim that's like Japanese from like a very long time, most of them have at least one route that has horror elements, if not all of them being like based on horror trope, like being a thing of like at least one of them is going to try to kill you or do something. Not all of them obviously, but like it's so common. But it's just that it's never like really been that opened outside in the beauty that is the Western market. But so, like for example, when the DLC came out, I was like, oh yeah, makes sense, you know? That makes sense that a game like this would breach containment a bit more. But I have one in my head that's like, I can't think the title of it right now and I hate it. Is it? It's not Dandelion, I know it's not Dandelion. Yeah, no, it's not. It's not what I mean. It's Chirits! I didn't know it was Chirits that made them. They also made Mystic Messenger. That's why. But yeah. It got more well known that, like, it got... Basically, if you've been someone who's played dating sims before, no matter what the, like, gender of the characters you want to date in the game are, you will have been attuned to that kind of, like, tropes. So you wouldn't have been surprised when the DLC came out, because you'd be like, oh yeah, it looks like a cute dating sim that has warnings about all of those things at the front. I know where this is going. The thing that really, though, differentiated it from a lot of other things in the genre is breaking the fourth wall. But that also happened in Mystic Messenger in 2016, so... I didn't get to do that route, but I know it happened. Because it was fucking... paywalled. But... yeah, that's why also I make a lot of comparisons with specifically Mystic Messenger. Because, like, it is so similar in a way. Like, it's very different because it's not as basic of a thing, and also the way the game is played is extremely different. But the character that's, like, obsessed with you and knows you are a player and wants you to be more than that and knows you're going through all the routes and knows you're dating all these other people, but just wants you for themselves. Same thing in both games. I'm not saying, by the way, that it's plagiarized, not at all. It's done very differently in both of the games. But I'm just saying that it makes sense that Doki Doki became so popular in the West because it was, for once, one that wasn't addressed to women. So it seemed more mainstream, quote unquote, because like no one... Mystic Messenger had other reasons why it didn't become as mainstream. It was mainstream success-wise in the West for that kind of game, but it makes sense why it wasn't that mainstream. But yeah. But to me, like, it's like fully different from RPG Maker games, kind of thing, because most visual novels are not really made. Like, I see in my head RPG Maker games and visual novels are like different. I know some of them count as visual novels technically, with like Aoni and stuff like that, but like the format is so different. You know what I mean? God, I worried for a second. I was like, did I merge this by accident? But no, I'm fine. Sorry, I know a bit too much about dating sims. I want to play more, but a lot of the old ones, I'm like, I know what's awaiting me in the tropes, and I don't want that. And also, they're all only on PC, so, or PS Vita, and I weirdly enough don't have a PS Vita. God, when I was a teen, I dreamed of having a PS Vita because all the dating sims were on there, and there were none for like phone and or like computer or anything. None of them had like reached overseas yet, and I was so annoyed. PS Vita supremacy, yeah. That's the thing with like how different consoles and different like play systems and such have like been more or less popular depending on where you live. Yeah. As a teen, I was like, learn Japanese, get a PS Vita. Priorities in order. But even though I didn't play a lot of dating sims and stuff because they were literally not available to me, because country and stuff and language, I did watch like as many animes as I could that were like adapted from them. Yeah, that's probably the most amount of horror content I've ever like. Wait, is School Days based on a dating sim as well? Yeah, it is. Slice of life visual novel game. It also is. But yeah. Which is probably one of the most well-known niche ones, because I remember School Days being so popular. PSP, of course. Some of his endings later became notorious for like graphic violence. Yep, I remember that. And I have the DVD set somewhere. And I was so excited to watch it at the time, and I was so sad when it ended up not being that good. I did like the anime. But yeah. There's a lot of stuff like that. But it's not School Days that I was thinking about. I was thinking about another one. But I can't find the name. I have the visual in my head, but it's possible that the name was only in Japanese, and that's why I'm struggling. I think it was a thing where like you were in a village and like some of the girls were transforming and like killing people at night, like something like that. And I hated the visuals for that game. It was so ugly. But I had watched the anime a little bit. But yeah, obviously not everything, because stuff like Utano Princess-sama or Brother Conflict, even though it is kind of a horror in a way when you think about it, but like were also very, very much around and like not horror at all. Or the Disney one, like that they've adapted not that long ago into an anime, that they're going to adapt into an anime. That one is also not horror. I'm unsure if the game is a dating sim though, because you do play a guy, so I don't think it is, because it's all guy characters, but the way it's made looks very dating simmy, so I am perplexed. Give me a sec. What is it? It's here. Here we go. Oh, but do I have yeah, sun will be better. Yeah. Okay. Oh, okay. I wonder if it's a thing with just like, I mean, now it's become like just an aspect of the genre, so everyone's used to it, but I wonder if it's a thing of just like the people making those games being like, I'm getting bored of writing a romance. I need to add something fucked up in here. Quick. Sad endings and like kidnapping subplots and murder subplots, and or is it just them being like, we need to make more enemies to lovers and then just going ham on the enemies part? But it's also because there's I mean, I know there's papers and stuff written about this and I haven't read them and I should, but there's a very big link in between in general romance and horror. There's always been that like huge link between the two, and so like a lot of choujos, because in Western manga readers, it's kind of like accepted for a lot of people that shoujo just means it's going to be a romance, which is not the case. It just means like the public aimed is teenage girls, and many shoujos are just horror. It's just the fact of the matter. Junjo Ito published a lot of his work in shoujo magazines, and it's really just a very, very much, I'm guessing also, subset of just this kind of thing that like so many dating sims are horror or like have horror elements, because it makes two of the things that like teenage girls seems to like the most, which is romance and horror. That's cool. And then you also have like mix-ups, like stuff like Vampire Knight or School Days. Once again, Or like some elements in even like just normal quote unquote shoujos that just like make you think twice and be like, what happened now? What happened just then? What was that? I wonder if it's connected to the fact that like puberty is so traumatic and in a way very horror-like. Because I saw a thing recently about the link between horror movies and pregnancy and how a lot of body horror, if not like the majority of body horror, is just like based on pregnancy. Like the biggest example being for sure the Alien movie series. And just like reading horror media because you're like, okay, well, I'm living through body horror, so might as well. I'm guessing there's also papers that link it with like the high percentage of women or AFAB people that like get into true crime and all that. There's so much like connections to be made, and that I'm guessing probably already been made by other people around that. Did I? Yes, okay. Every like 10-20 minutes I remember that like after stream I get to get my apple pie, and I'm so happy. I'm like, oh my god, yes, afterwards it's apple pie time. Also, I have thought rather, about adding like a horror element to the dating sim, but I have a few things I'd love to add, as far as like things in the game that I'm like, this would be very fun and a great homage to the genre, or like a great twist or whatever. But first I'm doing the game vanilla, and then I'll see what I can do. Go. Oh, I erased the wrong face, my bad. There was once a bug in a game's installer that caused the person installing the game to have their hard drive wiped. Oof. Fucking hell. That sounds like hell. God. Was it? I'm guessing it wasn't intentional. Because I know there's stuff like that are intentional, but I'm guessing that one wasn't. What was the game's devs, like, apology or something on that? Or was it like a small game, so like it was just like vanish into nature, never heard of again situation? Making sure they're only playing their game, you know? Yeah, definitely. God. It was a small game again, I believe. God, it's such an asshole move. Oh, I didn't do the face. Yep, forgot. What the fuck? Okay. Up. this one. Okay. Going to stop here for tonight, and hopefully Friday we can finish the sprites with these ones and the blushy ones, which will be the last ones to do. That's the plan. So tomorrow we'll start Escape Simulator, which is more, I think it's less story led, it's more just like vibes based cute puzzle game. So we'll start that tomorrow. I downloaded it, I opened it, it seemed fine. I'm guessing the reason why it's so heavy is because I have all the DLCs and not the game itself, and so it's just like we'll take whichever DLC I need or whichever game stuff I need. So I think it'll be okay. I don't think it should be too hard on my computer, hopefully. It seemed fine. As always, Thursdays are off, so more art trying to finish these sprites on Friday. Because we started the angry ones and we did all of the disappointed ones. Celeste on Saturday, always going to try to beat Ochiro, that'd be nice. I hope I can do it, that'd be good. And as always, co-working on Sunday. I shall go now, there is an apple pie waiting for me. But thank you for watching, thank you for hanging out, and I'll see you tomorrow with Escape Simulator. Bye bye! Thanks, man. I hope so.